Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. J.S. Woodsworth. My goodness, I like when I heard they were celebrating a 50th anniversary reunion, I thought, oh, has it been around that long? Well, it has. Well, my next guest obviously hasn't been around that long, but he is part of the organizing committee, a member of the organizing committee. Ralph Thorhauge joins us on the show. Ralph, welcome. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having us on, Derek. Appreciate it.
We all have this amazing connection to the schools we went to. Tell me about your experience at J.S. Woodsworth.
J.S., as you know, 1973 it opened up, and I had just moved into that neighborhood with my family as a young boy and started attending that school in 78. But it was basically in the center of the neighborhoods of Borden Farm, Parkwood Hills, and Fisher Glen.
Yeah.
And most of the students that attended there went to the same grade school. So everybody knew one another. A lot of the teachers lived in the neighborhood. So the teachers knew who the students were, and we all played sports together, hockey, minor football, soccer, things like that. So it was very community-minded, and it was an awesome place to learn, and the environment was fantastic. We had great sports programs, fantastic academic programs. We exceeded we punched above our weight for the size of the school. It was a small school, and so it was just a fabulous place to be, and lots of camaraderie, and felt like family all the time.
Yeah, and it's great to hear that you had the sports and academics, and I'm sure you probably had a music program too, and drama. And I find that I feel bad almost for kids these days because I have my own kids, and just thinking about their school. It doesn't seem like they have as much as we were so lucky to have when we were growing up.
Correct, yes. The breadth of programs at that school. In fact, at one point, JS was the only school in the board that had a complete music program, meaning it had a recording studio.
Wow.
In the building. And so we were really, really fortunate, and we excelled with the various types of bands, stage bands, concert bands, and so on.
I imagine you've kept in touch with many of those people because you're talking about what a tight community it was. Tell me about those connections and how you've managed to stay in touch.
Well, for myself personally, I didn't. However, a lot of my alumni friends did, and so they kept in touch, especially leading up to the pandemic via online video conferencing and things like that. Right. And back in the fall of November 21. A group got together to remember some friends that had passed, and they started talking. Somebody said, "Hey, school's turning 50 years in 2023," and somebody else said, "Let's do a party." So a bunch of folks got together, volunteered, and started putting together some ideas. And here we are today. We're just 3 weeks away from our reunion happening on May 12th to the 14th.
Well, you mentioned came up with some ideas. So what are some of those ideas? What have you got planned for the big event?
Sure. On Friday evening, we have an event at the school. We did some surveys, and we had over 700 respondents. And a lot of folks identified they wanted to at least see some part of the school. That it's now a high school for a French Catholic separate board school. And then there was some ideas that we should do something there, maybe bring some of the teachers into the building. From there, it kind of grew, and we've also have on Saturday night at the Ottawa Convention Centre, 200 Coventry Road. We have a cocktail social going on. So we wanted the type of setting where folks could. Enjoy one another, reconnect, and perhaps maybe develop some new friendships, and have a good time socializing and reconnecting in a way that we haven't been able to do over the last few years. And so for me, it's personally, I mentioned earlier, I didn't really keep in touch, but I got the invite to come on board and help the organizing committee, and so I've taken on a role there. And for me, it's been fantastic, really, to reconnect with the folks on the organizing committee as well as the folks that are reaching out through our social media platforms and so on.
I imagine, yeah, memories just flooding back to you too. I mean, that's pretty. I remember going to my reunion. I went to Fisher Park High School, which ended up closing in my day, unfortunately. But when we had the reunion, it was an emotional experience. Just going back to the school, and again, it's not the same as it was before. It's changed different sort of styles of school.
Sure.
Speaking of memories, are you gathering a bunch of these old memories and photos and those sort of things as well?
Yeah, we have. One of the initiatives that was started by one of our committee members is we've digitized all 32 of the yearbooks.
Oh, wow.
And so we're looking at it and trying to finalize how are we going to, we've made the commitment to share that with all the alumni that want a copy of that. So we're looking at finalizing that shortly. So we'll have some announcements to make during the reunion weekend. We've also reached out to teachers, former students, alumni that are rather prominent in the community and so on, and so we've done recorded interviews.
Oh, really?
Great
idea.
One of our organizing members, Dave Leger, is can do this stuff in his sleep, and he's put together some fantastic videos of many of those folks and posted them on our social media pages on Facebook.
Wonderful.
And we're looking to make more of those available as well. So this has generated tremendous amount of views and likes and so on, and we're just getting a lot of questions about how can I get involved and where do I go, and what's happening. And so we're sending people to our website, jsw50.ca, for more information on the events and for tickets and so on.
You mentioned Friday, Saturday. Is there Sunday programming as well?
Actually, yeah, that's right. So on the Sunday we have a pancake breakfast going on. All you can eat pancakes from 11 till 1.
Sweet.
Yeah, who doesn't love that? Lots of great syrup.
I'm all of a sudden an alumni.
Yeah.
Hearing that news. And do you have to get tickets beforehand, or?
Yeah,
or register?
Yeah, when folks go to the website, they just go to the event page, and you can get all the information you need on what's happening on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Excellent.
You can get instructions there on how to buy tickets. Basically, you're going to buy a ticket for the Friday night event, and that gives you entry into, or pardon me.
Sorry, I'm running out of time here. Thanks, Ralph. I appreciate the time. Visit the website, find out more information. We'll be right back.